So tomorrow is my birthday, and I thought that I should be talking about something that makes me very happy and that won't cause too much of an existential crisis. And so I decided that I would talk about Harry Styles. So by the time you're listening to this episode, it has already been my birthday because it's on a Tuesday. But it doesn't matter because I have a birthday week. I am that kind of girl. I am that kind of girl to have a birthday week. So I don't care. So today we're going to be doing a tier list of Harry Styles songs. And if time allows, also One Direction. Because that's what I want to do, and it's my birthday week. So if you don't like Harry Styles, you could suck it up. I've been having this little fun game that me and my dog do where I let her out and then she wents back in and then she wents back out 2 minutes later. And so I've had to trap her in between the couch cushion in my lap in order for her to not go anywhere. So that's what we're doing. So I've already had to restart this episode a few times because she interrupts me because she wants to go out. And then I put her out and then she went back in. So we're gonna do this efficiently as possible. So let's get into it. So I found this beautifully created tier list. And I put my own little de-dos in. If you're not watching the video portion of this, I have it up here, but you'll be able to still listen. You're welcome. I did as like my S tier, my top tier, I did my whole body ascends to the heavens when listening. Then I have Slapper, she's good, Gun to my head, I'll listen, and at the very bottom, skipping no matter the situation. Even if there's a gun to my head, I'm skipping it. Okay. So let's just get into it. Okay. He doesn't have too many songs. It's not like the Taylor Swift tier list that I did. Man, that thing was a honker. So that's why I'm thinking I'll probably have some time for the One Direction one. So first up, we have Late Night Talking on his most recent album. This doesn't even go by album. It just is random. So we'll just deal with that, roll with the punches. First one, Late Night Talking, is a slapper. I remember the first time I heard this song, I was like, it's so close to Ascending My Body to Heaven, but it's not up there completely, but it's very close. Just know that, because the beat of it is just green eyes, fried rice, I could cook an egg on you. Like the green eyes, fried rice, I could cook an egg on you. You are so hot, I could cook an egg on you. And I do have green eyes. So is he talking about me or himself? Probably me. Next up, I'm just going to go by album. I don't know why this is all twisted. Matilda. Okay. Hot take. Matilda by Harry Styles. The meaning of it is chef's kiss. I don't love the melody of it. Like, I don't love, like, I need it to be in a different key, or I need it to be like something else. But I love the lyrics. So I'm going to say she's good. Like, I love the message that it has, but I'm not like eating it up. Next up, we have As It Was. Now, even when the song first came out, I wasn't like, holy shit, this is the best song he's ever put out. Most songs that celebrities put out as their their first single aren't always their best song on the album. I don't know why they do that. Like, why Taylor Swift put out Me for the lead single of Lover out instead of Cruel Summer. I don't know why she didn't do that, but they do it. They usually put out a subpar song as their lead single, and I'll never understand it. But As It Was is good. I'm gonna listen to it. Like, I'll listen to it without a gun to my head, but I'm not like, I'm not like freaking out for it. She's not the same as like Late Night Talking. Late Night Talking is gonna like, get me to move a little bit, get me to groove. That's what a slapper is. It gets you grooving. But that's not where As It Was is. Love of My Life is a good song, but I'll only really listen to it gun to my head. This feels very here's the thing. I love this album, but the first album is my ride or die. That first album has something so close to me that I'll never be able to move around. I don't think that the space that the first album holds in my heart can never be replaced. I don't care how good the album is. Daylight is a slapper. Mm-hmm. It's got that beat to it. And you move your shoulders a little bit and you're like, ooh, that's a good song. Yeah. That's what Daylight does to me. Satellite is also a slapper. Well, does it ascend my body to the heavens? Yeah, it does. It does. And I won't elaborate. Grape Juice, also one of his best songs ever. That song is so good. And the beginning part of it, when I first listened to it, the beginning part of Grape Juice, I thought, oh my God, this is about to be like Kiwi. This is about to be like Medicine. This is about to be like Only Angel. But then it wasn't. Then he changed it to be a little mellow, like the beginning part with the guitar. And then it just rides out on that one note. And it just stays chill. But I'm not mad about it. I was initially, because I was I love when he sings those kind of more rock songs. But I wasn't upset about this. I enjoyed the angle that he took for this song. And it makes my body ascend into the heavens. Next up for Harry's House, Little Freak. I'm skipping no matter the situation. I'm going to skip Little Freak. I don't think it's a good song. Daydreaming? She's good. She's not, I'm not let me listen to it. I haven't listened to this one in a while. Let me Google her real quick. Ooh, never mind. I take it back. I just listened to it. I'm putting that one, My Body Ascends. Oh, wait, no, it's a slapper. Because that one's a good one. That's a good one. Boyfriends. The first time I ever heard Boyfriends, I think I had just gotten out of a relationship. I think it was at that time. I don't know exactly when it came out. It was either around the end of my relationship or maybe it was when we kind of broke up. And the one line that says, in the second verse, when he says, weekend, when you get deep in, he starts secretly drinking. It gets hard to know what he's thinking. And my ex had a subtle substance abuse issue that he didn't want to talk about. So I remember hearing that lyric and just being like, damn, that hurts. It's I want to put it in slapper, but slapper means I'm putting it's ascending my body to heaven. I don't care. I don't need to explain myself to you. I'm just doing it out of courtesy. So you're welcome. Yeah. Talking to you. Next up, music for a sushi restaurant. Now, here's the thing. I think that this song and its music video has a deeper meaning, and I don't want to get into it because I can't think about it because I'll start spiraling. However, it is a good song. It's a slapper, and I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if anyone says that it's commercial music, because you want to know what? Sometimes commercials have really good fucking music, and sometimes that's music for a sushi restaurant. And I just went to one last night, and they weren't playing this. I just went to a sushi restaurant last night and they weren't playing the song, which I thought was it wasn't on repeat. I feel like that should just be required. The title is literally, here's music for you. Whatever. Keep Driving. I've had that song. I need to revisit this album because I'm remembering how much serotonin it brings me. Putting that all the way up to S tier, straight to the heavens when I play Keep Driving. And they just... Cinema. Body Sends to Heaven. Yeah, like this album's good. This album has a lot that... Okay, wait. I'm thinking about Satellite again, and I'm going to move it down to Slapper. It's a good song. Do not get it twisted. But it's not ascending me straight to heaven. Like the top tier, or like I'm not skipping it. The second tier, I might skip every once in a while. You know, like that's kind of in terms of skipping where we're at. So that's it for Harry's House. It is time to move on to Fine Line, which also has some fabulous music on it. So first up we have Adore You. She's good. It's a good song. Okay, here's the thing. It's a good song. It's just, again, one of those songs that have been so overplayed. Like at first I remember listening to it and, you know, really sing along. Like I'm going to sing along to it. I might skip it every once in a while just because I've heard it so many times. But at the end of the day, it's still a good song. Now, Lights Up, gun to my head, I'll listen to it because that's how, like, I feel like that's been even more overplayed. Again, it's a good song. I'm just probably not going to listen to it as much as the other songs. Now, To Be So Lonely, a slapper. It's real close. It is really close to being S tier, to the top tier. But I'm putting it in slapper because that's what it is. It's going to slap every time. It's going to hit. It's going to give you that serotonin boost, especially whenever he's like, I'm just an arrogant son of a bitch. And I'm like, there's no reason I need to find that attractive. There's no reason Harry Styles saying and admitting that he is an arrogant son of a bitch should do what it does to my mind, body, and soul. I have no explanation. Treat people with kindness. Now, I have a little secret. I just watched this music video for the first time maybe 2 months ago. And you want to know what? How long it's been? It's been years since that music video came out. I had seen clips and I was like, all right, I feel like I'm not missing too much. And I finally watched it after I finished Fleabag because Phoebe Waller-Bridges is in his music video. And I finally watched it. Now, in terms of the song, I love the song and I love the message. But hang on. I got to think about this one. Because I don't want it to come off as like, oh, you don't treat people with kindness? Not all the time. Is that an issue? Okay. After further review, I think I'm going to put treat people with kindness gun to my head. And that has nothing to do with if I'm an ally, because I am. I do treat people with kindness when they deserve it. Okay, next up we have She, which this song immediately S tier because it quite literally is the definition of ascending my body to heaven. The way that this song makes me feel is concerning. This song makes me a menace to society. This song is quite literally the reason for my being. This song makes me radical. This song makes me want to chew on my arm for dinner in the best way possible. And that's why it goes all the way up to the S tier. Now, Sunflower, Volume 6. I've never understood why that's called that. I've never understood why it's called Volume 6. If anyone has any recommendations as to why that is, let me know. So, but aside from that, she's good. She's like right in between a slapper and she's good. But she ultimately has to go to you know, the B tier, the good tier. Not bad, but not great. Watermelon Sugar. Okay. Before it was overplayed in every single commercial, every single anything, every TikTok, every YouTube video, every Instagram reel, it was a slapper. But I have to take it down a notch to She's Good because of how overplayed it has been, and I'm just tired of it. Now the music video would go all the way at the top. Like his music videos, I should do those, do a tier list of that too, because he makes some really good music videos. Cherry is a really fun song to play on guitar. It was also really difficult. Well, it was not too difficult, but it's hard to keep its pace, but that's besides the point. I think Cherry is a very beautiful song. It's not like a slapper though, so it's good, but it's not like on the same level as Daydreaming, and it's a slower song, so it's not like sending me to the heavens, but it's good. It's a good song. And I love that he has his ex-girlfriend's voice memo in the song. What a slay. Falling. Okay. Falling is a really sad song, and it's a good song. That, like, the bridge of it, whenever he holds out that note for, okay, it's a slapper. Yes, I know it's a slow song, but a slow song can still hit. It could still really give it to you. Now, Canyon Moon is also a slapper. Borderline top tier. But, it's not a Stairway to Heaven situation. Canyon Moon is not taking me to the moon. It is walking me to the moon. I'm not like transporting to the moon into the heavens, but I might be taking a little jog over to there. Now we have Golden, which is a good song, but again, She's Good. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but did he win Album of the Year? I don't know. I can't remember if this album won a Grammy. I think it was this album. Or maybe it was Harry's House. I don't really know, but I was kind of thinking like Fine Line is a really, really good album. But like his first one is just the best. But I feel like it doesn't have as many like pop songs on it, and maybe that's kind of why it wasn't in the Grammys. I don't know if he even submitted it. I don't really know. But in terms of like not even considering virality and if it's can be, played on every single new radio station for 15 months straight, his first album's better. Now, Fine Line is top tier because this song, like, it took me a while to really digest the weight of this song. And when I did, I almost threw up. Again, like this song, like, I can feel my chest rising and being taken all the way up. Wherever up is. I don't know where that is, but it's taking me straight up. For all of the sins that I have sinned, the one time I listened to Fine Line, everything's forgotten. I'm going straight up. I'm going straight up with the man upstairs. All right, and lastly, for his first album, which is arguably my favorite, we're going to start with Ever Since New York. Now, this is a good song. She's good. Now, I know I've been hyping up and saying how this is my favorite album, but there are songs that, I will choose over another. There's still some skips in here, just like any other album. There's going to be a couple skips, and you have your reasons. But, like, for example, Sign of the Times is a good song, but gun to my head, I'll listen. Because I have my reasons, and I don't need to explain myself. Sweet Creature is, it's a really beautiful song. It's about his sibling, and just has a really, really great meaning. And I'm going to put that, it's not like a slapper. It's not like ascending me, but it's a good song, and I really enjoy it. But I might skip it from time to time. Now, from the dining table, I'm probably going to listen to that only with a gun to my head. Not because it's a bad song. Like I feel like that name category is so like vulgar. It's so definite. But like that's just kind of the person I am. Like I'm just going to be over dramatic and like yeah, they're good songs, but I might only listen to them in extreme situations, aka a gun to my head, or because I'm not in charge of Vox, or I'm listening to the radio. Now, Kiwi. Here it comes. Straight up to the top. Kiwi. Great song, great banger. Him playing this live makes me feel things. Not safe for work. Carolina, same thing. Straight up. Can you imagine being the girl that Harry Styles wrote Carolina for? And just like, she handled this better than any of us would have. And that's probably why she had him wrapped around her finger for that time that she did. Because she didn't want to be famous. She is private on social media. She hasn't talked about it. She doesn't like do interviews about it. She's like never done anything. Never, leaked gossip about their date and their time together. Nothing. The only thing we really know about them two is this song, and that is enough. Him repeatedly saying she's a good girl in the chorus of Carolina. Is she alive? Is that why she just like, we don't really know anything else? It's not because she wants to be private. Is she alive? After listening to that song and him saying your name in that song, and you're going to sit here and you're just going to go on with your life. I already have an ego that doesn't need to exist. So if Harry Styles wrote a song about me, especially like Carolina, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. No. I would have that on my resume. I would have it in my portfolio. I would literally have the link to that song in my portfolio saying, hey, this is my work. You need to hire me because I am so good at existing that Harry Styles wrote this song about me. I don't care what that says about me. That's just what I would do. Next up, we have Meet Me in the Hallway, which is a good song, but I'm not like gagging over it. Gun to my head. It's a good song. Once again, good song. But yeah, nope, that sounds about right to me. Two Ghosts, arguably about Taylor Swift. Slapper. It's gonna hit. It's a good one. Every time I think about that song, every time I sing that song, something inside me is healed. It's like, this song is my version of inner child healing. Is that extreme? Maybe. Woman, straight to the top. Just like Only Angel, straight to the top. Kiwi, Carolina, Woman, and Only Angel. That is my Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and more. Woman, I think like the song Woman is equivalent to how I would, audibly translate the feeling of that first time in womanhood where you actually feel sexy. Or like the first time you go to a bar and you like put on a sexy little outfit. That's the translation. Okay. I mean, listen to the song Woman and tell me you don't want to just put on a black lacy lingerie outfit and then just like go to the bar. And if it doesn't make you feel that way, then I think that's just maybe something I need to unhash. So that's all I have for the Harry Styles song tier list. Now, because it's my birthday and I want to do whatever I want, I'm going to do the One Direction ones, but we're going to like speed run it a little bit because there are definitely more. So this one has a couple more categories. So first, for my audio listeners, this is from top to bottom. So best to like worst. Spiritual Awakening, Shaking My Ass, A Sleigh, Bopping My Head, I'll Listen If I'm Not on Aux, Immediately Skipping, and then the bottom tier is like Never Heard Of, Haven't Listened To. because there are some, I think I saw like one or two where I was just like, I don't know if I've ever even heard of this, but that's a rarity. All right, so obviously we're going from the beginning to the end. We have 5 albums, some with Zayn Malik and some not. So let's get into it. What Makes You Beautiful? I'm bopping my head. It's a good song, but I'm not like, it's not my top 10. It's probably not even my top 15. I'll be really honest with you. Gotta Be You. These, like, this first album and kind of the second album is just like so my childhood. Like, I remember making One Direction my entire personality. And that's now what I do with Harry Styles and Taylor Swift. So Gotta Be You I'll listen to if I'm not on aux. And One Thing is a slay. Once again, if you didn't listen to the episode before this, I can't stop saying slay. It's an epidemic. It's embarrassing. And I'm aware of that. So you don't need to say anything. Thanks. More Than This, probably listen to if I'm not on aux. Up All Night. I'm shaking my ass. I'm shaking my ass to Up All Night. I Wish. Ooh. Spiritual Awakening. I had to think about that for a second. I always get I Wish and I Would. Who has 2 songs on different albums that have like very similar names? Really, really great song. It Makes Me Feel Something. Tell Me a Lie. I'll listen to if I'm not on aux. It's like, it's too like borderline techno-y, or like it's, the production of it isn't giving. Now granted, this is also 2010 or something like that. Taken. That song still resonates with me to this day. I remember being in my youth listening to Taken and thinking I just relate to it so much. You Only Want Me Because I'm Taken. And you know what? They have some nerve as men singing that song. AKA, that's everything a man ever does. As soon as a man can't have you, they want you. So, yeah. I say this all as if they wrote all these songs from the heart. Oh, wait. They have a song called I Wish, I Want, and I Would. Okay. I Wish, I don't know if I need to re-listen to that. I Want is the Spiritual Awakening. Now, Everything About You, I can't remember what that sounds like right now. Same Mistakes, I'm bopping my head to. Save You Tonight, can't remember what I can't remember what that sounds like. Stole My Heart, I'm immediately skipping. I don't care what anyone says. Don't care. Stand Up, I'm also immediately skipping. I have never liked that song, not even since I was younger. Moments, Another World, I don't know that. Wow, am I fake? Am I a fake directioner? Probably. Moments is bopping my head to, which isn't really a song you like bop your head to, but it's not a slay, and I'll also like listen to it on my own terms too. So that's why it has to go into the C tier. Na Na Na, so stupid. Their first album, let me tell you, it's something else. I Should Have Kissed You. I'll listen to it if I'm not on aux. Like, I'm not gonna, that's like not the first One Direction song I'm playing. Now, next album, Live While We're Young. I'm shaking my ass to that. That music video, girl. I remember watching that music video and thinking, I'm feeling something tingly. It was just that age, guys. Kiss You and Let Me Kiss You. Ooh, that's a slay. Yeah, that's a good song. Little Things. God. Little Things. I'm shaking my ass to Little Things. No. I'm probably going to bop my head to that. It's a good song, but, you know, it's a C tier for me. Come On, Come On. I'll probably be skipping that one. I don't even really know if I want to listen to it, even if I'm in the car. I'm probably going to ask someone to skip it if they're on aux. Last First Kiss is a slay. It also reminds me of Last Kiss by Taylor Swift. Not the beat and not the lyrics, but just like that title. I remember when I was younger, I had that correlation. And now I just have like an emotional attachment to it. Heart Attack, I'm shaking my ass to. Rock Me, Spiritual Awakening. Not only was I at the age where I was just absolutely foaming at the mouth for any attractive man, let alone 5 of them, the fact that they were singing a song called Rock Me was quite literally the definition of a spiritual awakening. Changed my mind. Can't remember if I know that song. I'll be really honest with you guys. I thought I knew what that song was, but I didn't know that there was also I Want, I Wish. Oh, wait. No, I know that song. I'm bopping my head to that. Over Again. I forgot about this song. It's a sleigh. It's so funny, like, saying, like, this is a sleigh whenever it's just, like, kind of sad. Back for You. I'm skipping that one. I don't really know if I like that. They Don't Know About Us. I'm shaking my ass to. Didn't Liam write that song about... There is so much One Direction lore that it's like, I would need to spend a whole series on explaining it. Same with, like, Taylor Swift and just the lore of everything in that fandom. Like, why is it in every fandom there's always those people who just take it too far when they're just like, oh, they like this person who is like the same gender as them and they have this secret love affair because no one will accept them if they came out to society. Shut up. You're making things weird. You don't need to be making things weird. This is why you shouldn't be giving 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old girls access to beautiful men and women. They make it weird. They start shipping people who don't need to be shipped. They don't need to form fake relationships and then make the real relationship that's just a friendship uncomfortable. Like, you're ruining it. Stop it. Summer Love. Ooh, I'm bopping my head to Summer Love. God, I haven't listened to these songs in a while. That's what I'm doing after this. She's Not Afraid. Shaking my ass to. She's Not Afraid. That song, honestly, that's borderline S tier, but it's not there fully. Now, Loved You First is D tier. It's not a bad song, but I'm just probably not going to listen to it if I'm not on aux. Nobody Compares. Shaking my ass. God, they have a lot of songs that I'm shaking my ass to, huh? Still the One. I don't know what that song sounds like. I guarantee if I were to play these songs, like, I would recognize them, but I'm just not doing that because of copyright reasons. Truly Madly Deeply was a spiritual awakening for me because this was like one of the first songs I remember actually replaying so many times. Like, it is sick. If I listened to this song in, like, when I had Spotify, it would be my most played song ever because it is just, it's a great song. It's just a really great song. And it made me feel a lot of things whenever I was younger, okay? Magic. All I think of is that I got the magic in me. That song. Like, I'm skipping that one. Irresistible, straight to the top. That song, Truly Madly Deeply and Irresistible, back and forth. On repeat. All the time. Okay, perfect. Well, so now we're on to the album Midnight Memories, aka the best version of Harry Styles during his era of One Direction. Best song ever. This music video was also to die for. This was like when I really started getting into guys. Like, I think I was 13, maybe 14 years old whenever this album came out. And it was, the whole album was a spiritual awakening for me in many different areas. But, okay, anyways, to the songs. Best song ever. I'm shaking my ass too. It's a great song. Story of My Life. I'll probably only listen to it if someone has it on and I'm not in control of aux, just because of how replayed it has been. Now, Diana, I'm going to bop my head to. I'm going to hum along a little bit. Also, I've always wondered like why Diana? Same like they have a song called Olivia. I think they just Googled like a popular name of that year and just used that song. Like, just it doesn't really have meaning. It's just a convenient name. Midnight Memories. This song, first of all, straight to S tier. This song made me feel things that I shouldn't share out loud. It even to this day, like when this song comes on in the car and I'm alone, I I turn into a different person. There's a couple of songs like that in this list that we're going to get to. You and I'll probably only listen to it if I'm not on aux. Just also, again, because of how replayed it's been. It's still a good song, though. Don't Forget Where You Belong is a slay. It's sad, but it's a good song. Now, Strong, I'm going to bop my head to. And Happily, I'm going to shake my ass to Happily. I am going to shake my ass to Happily by One Direction. And what are you going to do about it? Nothing. Nothing you can do about it. Right now, ooh, B tier. A slay. Good song. Good song. Good song. Little Black Dress. I mean, my God. Do I even need to say anything? S, Spiritual Awakening. Whatever is above S, that's where Little Black Dress lives. That song, that is my stripper song, and that has been my stripper song for the longest time. I think about that song, and all I think about is just patent leather suit. Patent leather cat suit. Me in a patent leather Catwoman suit, and the song Little Black Dress playing in the background, and that's my fantasy. Through the Dark. I'm going to bop my head to that one, I think. That feels fair. Something Great. I didn't like this song for the longest time until a couple years ago whenever it resurfaced, and I really listened to it. And let me tell you something. It might make you cry. And so it's a slay. I'm not shaking my ass to Something Great. I'm not. But it does hit pretty good. Little White Lies. I'm going to bop my head to as well. I'm bopping my head to Little White Lies. Good song, good song. Better Than Words, I'm shaking my ass to. Because that beat, that oomph, gets me going every time. Why Don't We Go There? Straight to S tier. That song, holy... I'm scream singing that in my car. It is like, it gives me more serotonin than my prescribed medicine that is supposed to alter my brain chemicals to be happier. No, all I got to do is listen to Why Don't We Go There by One Direction, and I'm golden. Does He Know? I'm shaking my ass to, obviously. Alive, I'm probably skipping that one. It's a good song, but I'm just not there. Half a Heart. I'm going to bop my head to that. I'm not like bopping my head to it, but I'm going to, I'm going to listen to it. I might skip it every here and there. And that is it for that album. Now we're going to the fourth album that is conveniently titled 4 because they're just so smart. First up, we have Steal My Girl. I'm probably going to skip that. Not that great of a song. Hot take. Not that great of a song. Ready to Run is a slay. Borderline shaking my ass to it, but I might not every time. It's okay. Where Do Broken Hearts Go? Shaking my ass. Where Do Broken Hearts Go? My ass. 18. Probably I'll only listen to if I'm on aux. Sorry. Girl Almighty is a slay. It's a good song. Fool's Gold. I'm skipping. Sorry. Night Changes. I'm bobbing my head to. It's a good song. It's one of those songs that I can still deal with even though it's been replayed so many times. No Control. Bitch. All the way to the top. All the way to S tier. That song, No Control and Midnight Memories, I remember just constantly having on replay. all the time. Fireproof, I'm shaking my ass to. I am. Spaces, I'm probably only going to listen to that if I'm not on aux, to be honest with you. Stockholm Syndrome, a slay, especially whenever Harry Styles sings it at his concerts sometimes now. I love when they do that. These men will just, they're all on their own now doing concerts, and they'll just like randomly sing a One Direction song at their own concerts. And it feels sick and twisted that they do that, because then they're singing the entire song when sometimes they didn't even have a whole main part in the song. It's a beautiful thing. Clouds, I'm probably skipping that. Not the greatest song. Change Your Ticket, skipping that. Won't even talk about that song. Illusion, I'm probably going to listen to that only if I'm not on aux. Once in a Lifetime, God, I haven't heard that song in forever. I feel like I can't judge it because I can't hear it in my head right now. And Act My Age, I'm going to bop my head to. Look at that. We're speed running this. Next up, last album. Made in the AM. Great album. Here we go. The most recent one before they died. Before my world was shattered in middle school whenever they broke up. It was the worst day of my fucking life. I remember where I was, and we all do. I remember where I was, like people from 9/11. They knew where they were when they found out the news, and I knew where I was. I was in the basement of my middle school building. Don't ask why. Hey Angel, I'm gonna bop my head to. It's a good song. Drag Me Down. Okay. During the time period, this probably would have been shaking my ass, but because of how much it was replayed, I'm gonna have to drag that down to the D tier. Sorry. Perfect. Also about Taylor Swift, aka let's put in the lyric right now. If you are trying to find someone to write your breakup songs about, baby, I'm perfect. They should have just she should get copyright. She should copyright claim that. I'm probably gonna bop my head to that. It's not like I'm like gagging over it, but it's a good song. It's a good casual listen. If it's on shuffle, I'm not like really paying attention. Infinity, I'm probably gonna skip. Oops. End of the Day, it's a slay. No, I'm shaking my ass to that song. I don't care. If I Could Fly, girl, straight to the top, straight to spiritual awakening. That song, I would pay Harry Styles. I would get my blood taken for Harry Styles to play If I Could Fly live. And I don't get my blood taken because I don't like it. So that would mean a lot. That would take a lot of willpower. Long Way Down, I'm going to bop my head to. Never Enough, I am immediately shaking my ass to. God, that song is good. That's a good song. Olivia, when he played this before his concert, Love on Tour, I went to 2 years ago, yet he's still playing it. He played that on the set list, and he was dating Olivia Wilde at the time. And I remember having such mixed emotions because I was pissed that he was dating Olivia, but he was playing the Olivia song, but I love the Olivia song. So it was just in the moment. I mean, I just sang it anyways. I wasn't going to be that bitter, but just know I was having a lot of mixed emotions because I know that you care a lot probably. What a Feeling, I'm skipping. Shut up. Love You Goodbye, I'm going to bop my head to. I Want to Write You a Song. It's just such a cute little song, but it's going in D tier. Dear. Don't worry, I just said dear instead of D tier. History is a slay. It also makes me cry because it was they had this song and it was the last song on the album, or not the last song on the album, but it was a song on their last album, and it was talking about you and me were a whole lot of history, kind of about their fans, and that song makes me cry a little bit, but that's okay. Temporary Fix, bitch. Straight to the top. It was, okay, Midnight Memories, No Control, and Temporary Fix. Those trifecta. I take everything I've ever said back. That is my holy trinity. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Those three right there. No regrets. Walking in the Wind is a slay. God, I haven't listened to these songs in forever. Wolves, straight to the top. I would argue Wolves is definitely their like top 5 best songs they've ever written. Did they write it? I don't know, but it's one of their best. Now, AM, I'm going to bob my head to. Yeah, no, that feels about right. And Home, I don't know if I've heard of that because I remember like recently, like a song was leaked or something and this was on it. I don't really know. Like, I think I remember listening to it, but I don't really like listening to leaked songs, but they're not a band anymore. And I wasn't really sure if it was like fully leaked. I don't really know. But that's my list. Okay. That is my One Direction tier list, bitches. And yeah, what a great way to spend my birthday. So thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. That was really nice of you. If you want, you can follow the pod on whatever you're listening to right now or share it with someone who also loves One Direction. Go for that. And if you disagree with any of my rankings, well, argue with the wall because I will stand my ground for all of these. So, yeah, follow, like, subscribe to the Tube channel, do whatever you feel like. I'm wearing a Fireball t-shirt today. I don't even really like Fireball, but I might tomorrow when it's my birthday. All right, I will chat with you guys next week. Thanks so much again for listening. I had a really fun time, and I'll see you later.